Hello and welcome to the Stateside Road Warrior with me, Movie Scout 007, where we play American Truck Simulator. So, we level up at the end of the last journey, which means that we have upgrades to look at and we have a skill point to apply. So let's do the upgrades first. What have we got? Exhaust, sun visors, ooh, a transmission. Another exhaust and more sun visors. Let's see what Kenworth have to offer. Well, at least they've got an engine, a 600 horsepower engine. That looks pretty good. Right, let's do that. Skill point. What have we got? High value and long distance. Hazardous cargo, which gives us... Do you know what? Let's just max out the high value for the time being. Let's get the dollar. We're all about the dollars. Right then, let's check out the world map, see where we are again. We're in Fresno. So, I think we should go and repair our truck. Let's do that. Let's go and do that. Let's go and repair our truck. So, off we go. Oh, hello. Still got the parking brake engaged. Oh. Oh, hello. I hit the bail. That wasn't good. I was a bit keen there. Ugh. I have not sorted out my... it's going to annoy me now. I haven't sorted out... There's been an update to American Truck, and the trouble is every time there's an update, I have to then go through and fiddle with my settings, and I keep forgetting to do it, which is annoying, but there we go. So we're okay. That's the other thing, you take your foot off to coast a little bit and your speed plummets. I know. This is something I keep talking about. And if it was that important to me, I would sort it out. So I'm a little late in recording this. Normally I record the American Truck ones on a Thursday night, so that I can edit them on... a Friday. But I'm having to record this on a Friday because I went to have drinks with my cousin. It's kind of important. Family's kind of important, so just felt necessary to do. Oh, hello. And I had a good night. But it means that I'm a day behind. So if this is a day behind on the upload, I'm afraid that's why. Ooh, 62. I'm going to get nabbed by the by the Rozzers. I played Eurotruck 2 on my first Eurotruck 2 video in quite some time, and the Volvo is just a much better truck than this Peterbilt. It's just empirically a better truck. This is a horrible truck to drive, if for no other reason than it's just not responsive. Like, you do anything and you do anything and it alters. it slows down. It's very slow to react to everything. I mean, I'm possibly driving it, well, no, I'm absolutely driving it badly. But nonetheless, it's nowhere near as reactive or responsive. Now, I suppose that doesn't really matter a great deal in American truck, because you tend to be driving on long straight roads a lot of the time, which is, again, it's fine. It's one of the reasons I think sometimes why it's a little easier to drive American truck than it is to drive Euro truck, simply because you're a lot of the journeys are straight roads, whereas in Euro truck a lot of the journeys are along winding roads. It just makes it a little bit more it means that you have to concentrate a little bit more on Euro truck than you do on American truck. There we go. Getting our speed down to the right sort of thing. So we're actually going towards actual Fresno. The drop-off point for the last journey wasn't in Fresno itself. It was on the outskirts. So you can actually see the buildings, the casino buildings of Fresno. Let's get it back down to. And we're going to. Oh, hello. There's a railway there, and a tunnel for the railway. Ah, that's cool. That's quite cool. Oh, that is very cool. Right, so we're nearly there. So I'm going to remember. To use the gears to slow down rather than coasting. I will get it sorted. I don't need the high beams in Fresno at 7 o'clock in the morning. I do need to slow down to 30 though, so but not that way. Again, I've just been talking about what the actual hell? We're going to leave it in 7th, because 7th seems about... It's going to drive me bonkers. Alright. So let's service this bad boy. So, damage report. Engine 1% for $680, transmission 1% for $114, chassis 1% for $342, cabin 1% for $213, and wheels 7% for $337, which is a lot more than the $206 we're going to pay. I really don't like that noise at all. I wish they'd left the old noise. I don't see any reason for changing it. It was fine. Was anyone complaining about it? Alright, let's get some sleep. Alright, so engine off. Let's get some rest. I'm going to do another one because I do not want to be driving at night all the way. So, right. Let's quickly look at our bank balance, see how much of our loan we have left. So, we've only got 20 days left. We've paid 50 of the 70 days. Yeah. So we still owe $114,000. Yeah. So actually, we're going to be free of that soon. And at the moment, I think we're sort of in a position where, we're nowhere near a truck dealership. That ain't happening today. So we're sort of in a position now where buying the truck isn't a big problem. We are not in a position where we can start buying garages whenever we at our end destination. But So yeah, we've been to Tucson. We've been to Show Low. We've been to Cayente. We have not been to Pioche. That is a destination that we haven't been to. I'm going through Ely to get to it for some bizarre reason. Pioche. 28,000 for delivering a digger, 1,000 from Plaster and Sons to Coastline Mining. Let's just see what else is on offer. Jackpot we've been to, Flagstaff we've been to, Tucson, Ehrenberg. We haven't been to Ehrenberg, but Pioche is further. What else have we? Truckee. Truckee's another place we haven't been to. We've definitely been to Bakersfield, but we're going to Pioche. Pioche is our destination, so let's do that. Let's go and get our truck then. Right then. Nothing coming. Oh, I tell you what, the one thing that is working is the I was in the wrong gear. That was totally my fault. I was in like 7th and I should have been in 1st or 2nd. 1st or 3rd. Was it 1st or 4th actually? The one thing that is working is the head tracking. It's working wonderfully. It's only a minute delay. And I'm wondering if that's because it's that I've got the camera plugged into a USB 2 socket instead of a USB 3 socket. But yeah, we're sticking to 7th gear because it's keeping us relatively safe from speeding tickets, which still are an issue. 28,000 isn't an awful lot of money to earn, and we don't have any kind of real black backup. Right. So Plaster and Sons is just there. Is that them there? Off we go. We will pick up some fuel, I think, at some point, just because it's better to be safe than sorry. That's good. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. Of course. So this big rig with the digger is gone. We're through. In fact, I wonder if that's what kind of digger we're getting. Plaster and Sons, here we come. Let's go through this idiotic, archaic thing. Let's take that job. And another destination is ticked off our list of places to go. I do like that. It does remind me of some of the places that I've seen when there's building work going on. Right, that is our digger that we're picking up. Oops, sorry, I just brushed the microphone. I do apologise. If there's any noise that appeared. Right. Nope, that's not good. Let's bring it head on. Not head on, sorry. Let's straighten it up. Go in straight. More chance of actually getting the angle right doing it that way. Nope. That's... yeah, we're too close to that side. So that doesn't help with this. There we go. Coupling and raising the trailers, and we're ready to go. So this is the Reno skyline that we're looking at over the top of whatever it is, HW&C Farm Centre. So 12 hours and 42 minutes is our journey time for this. We have 15 hours and 42 minutes, so it's relatively, we haven't got much time to do this actually, and we shouldn't need to sleep. We should be able to do this straight away. Which is fine. I don't mind that. We certainly don't have time to sleep, that's for sure. So this is a just-in-time delivery. This is a real just-in-time delivery. In fact, this is possibly the first curses. This is possibly the first no-sleep journey we've had to do since like the second or third journey we ever did in an American truck. I'm not sure. A bit of water to lubricate the throat. And off we go. So let's see if we can keep our run of excellence going, because we've I think the last 3 or 4 journeys have all been excellent. We haven't hit anything. We've not hit anything with the load anyway. Which is good. Actually, let's drop it down to 7th just to avoid speeding. So where it's feathering the throttle is a real exercise with the clutch. I'm not sure whether it's the clutch or not. I'm not sure whether it's the clutch settings or not that are causing me all the problems. Let's get over. And we're turning right here. Right, here we go. I'm not sure. Truck headquarters. That's amusing. That is where you can buy your garage in Fresno. Right, off we go. Let's get ourselves onto a faster road. So this is the... So I did the Euro Truck Simulator 2 video with all of the new updates to my setup, the new keyboard, the new microphone stand, the new pop filter. This is the first American Truck Simulator with the microphone and the pop filter. I did use the keyboard the last time, which means I can see stuff. It's less hassle to see the keys in my darkened setup, which I have to have because of the head tracking device. The head tracking device needs darkness in order to work properly, otherwise it freaks out. We're up to 55, so I'm going to whack it into 10th, and I'm going to stick the main beams on. We're at 4 o'clock, so in about 2 hours it should get daylight, and then most of the journey should be in daylight, including hopefully parking, which I do prefer to do in daylight. You can see all the obstacles, you can see all the stuff in your way. It's just it tends to be just a little bit easier. Let's work it into 13th. We might have to pull it back to 10th in order to avoid speeding when we get into another. Yeah, whack it back into 10th. Just to keep us from speeding. Come on. That's it, there we go. This would be impossible with keyboard. I don't know how you do this with the keyboard. There's a device. It's primarily used by CAD design. It's called a 3D mouse. There are various different ones, but the one I'm interested in is called a Space Mouse by 3D Connections, although I think 3D Connections might have been bought by Logitech. I'm not 100% certain. And were I to travel and have to do this on a laptop, then that would be the device I would use. Basically, it's got lots of degrees of motion, which means you can do things like pull and push, up and down, left and right, and twist. And so I'd be able to use the 3D Space Mouse for things like accelerating it. Have a look at it. There's a person's used it for Dirt, the rallying game, and they're pushing forward on it. I don't think I can fully sort of explain, but it's but yeah, I think that would be the device that I would use if we went, if I was having to be away from home, like I was when I was in that year in New Zealand. I was doing that with a keyboard, and yeah, that was interesting, shall we say. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Euro Truck Simulator with the keyboard. It was great fun because it was my only way of doing it. I wouldn't have had any other way of doing this had it not been for that keyboard. So I'm I'm glad I was able to do it, and we got 100 videos out of it. Yeah, I'm still contemplating having keeping that going, because I've got quite the empire going in that. I don't think it's quite as well organised as my G27 Road Warrior series, but then I had done 100 journeys in the keyboard Road Warrior, and also I'd done more than 100 journeys without recording them in a non-YouTube profile. So that was that. Yeah. Yes. So but that's not a thing that's going to happen anytime soon. Bought a house, settle down, put roots down. So travelling will be. We'll do it. I think we'll do it. We'll spend a year in another country. I would like to do it in a non-English speaking country, but I think the wife wants to do it in Canada. We'll see. But that's years from now. That's not happening anytime soon. And who knows, the Euro Truck Simulator 3 might be out by then. It might be an entirely different thing. I am going to be turning left here, and I don't think there's anything coming. There isn't indeed. I really screwed up that. That wasn't good at all. I timed it right though, because that 4x4, that pickup, could have hurt us. So you can start to see, it was 5:30, you can start to see the sun coming up. So we are not far from not having to have the lights on, and you can already see much more of the landscape than you could before. Yeah, I know, I've got my high beams on for a reason, buddy. But yeah, I don't need them on actually. You can actually see quite a bit, that's good. So we're 10 hours from our destination, which means that we should get there at 3 in the afternoon, plenty of daylight. In fact, we might get there earlier. I don't know. We've still got 13 hours and 40 minutes to do it. 11 and a half hours before we need to rest, so we've got an hour to play with. For the parking. And also an hour, whatever's left after the parking, in order to get ourselves rested and repaired. I mean, the truck repaired and us rested. Gosh, look at the sun rising over those mountains. Isn't that beautiful? As you'll see, we like about SCS, and some people do complain, but that landscape's beautiful. That landscape is really genuinely beautiful. I'm quite excited now about the New Mexico update. I don't know when it's coming. They haven't said. Oh, hello. I could be going faster than this. They haven't said when it's happening. They haven't given an ETA. All they've said is that it's going to be New Mexico. I'm pretty sure the one after that is going to be Oregon. So it looks like they're sort of spreading out. I would imagine they will try and fill in the gaps between Oregon and New Mexico before they continue east, but you never know. I would have thought they'd have preferred to do that, just to allow the road network to be more interlinked, so that you're not having to go from Oregon all the way through California and Nevada through Arkansas and to New Mexico, and then from New Mexico to Texas. Although you never know. I would have thought they'd want to get a smaller state out first before Texas, that's for sure. Texas is going to be... well, there's no way of sugarcoating this. Texas is going to be bloody enormous. So, yeah. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, we are catching up with the time that we've got available for parking and repairing. We're adding minute. We're doing it by speeding, which is not good. I need to get my foot in the right position. 55. That's 52. I've got to start using the dial on the speedo itself rather than the GPS, because when I'm looking at the GPS I'm not really looking at the road ahead, I'm looking in the corner of the screen, which is bad. Ooh, hello. Good job nothing was coming that way. I think we are going to overtake because nothing's coming and this guy is moving quite slowly. And now of course I'm on a blind corner, which is incredibly bad. Incredibly bad. Quite dangerous. Yeah, we're good. We can go over. Did not want to be caught behind him. Ooh, 56. 55, there we go. 55. Yep. Ooh. Speed limit's 70, but just not for us. Speed limit's 55 for trucks. It's got to be annoying if you can do 70 and then there's a truck in front of you. So it's been a week since my last... 2 weeks, sorry, since my last journey. I had a week off just because I couldn't get Eurotruck to work. Just it wouldn't work for some bizarre reason. I couldn't get it automatically updated the game, which rendered my pro mods map mods completely useless. I can't really be doing this without the pro mods map. So there was that. It's quite funny, they've gone into France. I've got the Vive la France update map mod, the map DLC from, oh hang on, way too fast, from SCS, which means that quite a lot of the nearly missed my exit. Let's get some petrol. Well, let's get some petrol. I think you have to go in from the other side. So let's do that. There is a litter bin, which is going to be like a concrete block if I don't avoid it. Right, engine off. So $2.83, and we're going to put a grand total of 65 gallons, which is $184. Right then, let's make it. I hate that noise. Why do they feel the need to change what was a perfectly good noise? I just don't get it. But, you know, ours is not the reason why. I only play the game. I only paid for it. In fairness, it's their property to do with as they like, and they didn't like the old noise and they wanted to change it to a new noise, so fair enough. I think it's nonsense. But, you know, it doesn't spoil my game, I just find it irritating. Oop, turn on the light. 9.5 hours and 8, so we've got an hour and a half to play with. This is good. And we've got enough fuel to do 884 miles. But we've only got 301 to go. There's I find this view very reminiscent. I don't know if you're familiar with a film from the 90s called Thelma and Louise, directed by Ridley Scott, that has Susan Sarandon and what's her name now? This is going to drive me bonkers now. Oh crikey, it's one of her early films. Oh my word, I can't remember her name. Anyway, it also had a brief cameo by Brad Pitt, and I think one of his first film roles, before he was the superstar Hollywood juggernaut that he is now. But there was a sequence with those telegraph poles that you can sort of see, strings of telegraph poles, and there's one shot that Ridley Scott and the cinematographer, I think it was Roger Deakins, and I might be wrong, where the road had telegraph poles either side of it, and it was such an unusual view. I'd never seen anything like it. I don't think we have anything like that in the United Kingdom, but it was a very interesting thing to see. Just bizarre. Never seen anything like it before. So yeah, that was and it was all set in sort of California, Nevada. It was oh hello, where are we going? We're going right as well. There's nothing coming, so we're gonna follow this dude. Gosh, he's going very slow. Oh, we can do 70 on this road. It's unlikely that we'll reach 70 given the size of our engine, but there we go. Look at those mountains. It's incredible. Of course, by the time I can actually do 70, the speed limit will be down to 55 again. Oh no, it's gone up to 80. That's good news. is actually going to turn out to be a relatively short journey. Sorry about that. Or maybe you're welcome. I don't know. I don't know. Do you prefer the longer journeys or the shorter journeys? Let me know in the comments below if you prefer shorter or longer journeys. Maybe we can tailor, because it's possible to tailor the journeys to shorter journeys. It means it'll take longer to do everything, but you know, if a significant number of you prefer the shorter journeys, then yeah, you're the guys watching. Look at the clouds. That sky's amazing. Tell you what, good sky really does help sell the illusion of reality. Is that they don't have to put as much effort into the near landscape because that's blurring past us, and so you shouldn't be seeing it apart from when you're at a halt. The distant landscape, I mean, the mountains aren't quite as detailed as they perhaps could be, but the sky is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, that looks like real sky. It might well be real sky, I don't know. It might be a digitally... Oh, hello. It might be a digitally rendered photograph. Either way, it's beautiful. Either way, it's beautiful. What is Aaron's selling us? Ooh, tyres. I think it's tyres. Puncture service. So, yes. Today is Friday the 14th of, oops, sorry. Whoa! Too busy trying to look at my watch to see what the date is. No damage, luckily. No damage. And it is indeed the 14th. It's the 14th of April. Let's drop it down a gear just to pick up some speed. That's what happens when you drive at too high a speed and then distract yourself by trying to look at something away from the screen. Which means it's practice day at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Oh, come on, keep in lane, keep in lane. Yeah. Yes. So Bahrain Grand Prix is this weekend. Oh, it's also Easter. Today's Good Friday. I'm not religious at all, but the holidays exist, so I can't carry on working, and the rest of my office is closed. So for all those religious apologists, so you shouldn't have this holiday off if you don't believe in God. Oh, you know, can't be at work all the time. Have to have some time off. Oh no, it's not tyres. I saw the word electronics. Maybe it's just vehicle repairs. Tyres, electronics, exhausts. I wonder. Do I have my lights on still? I do, you know. I'm just going to have the side lights on. I'll just have the side lights on. So, so that's interesting. But today we learned that Fernando Alonso isn't actually going to compete at the Monaco Grand Prix. He's decided that since the Honda engine that is in his Formula 1 car is so unutterably awful, he's not fighting for the title, and he wants to race in the Indy 500. So Jenson Button is going to fill his seat in Monaco, which is great. Chance to see Jenson again. So I've seen him compete at the 2010, 2011, 2012 and 2016 British Grand Prix, and I've seen him compete at the 2014 Australian Grand Prix. So I've seen him race live quite a few times. Sadly, he's never done well at a race. He's never won a race. I've watched him. I think the closest, yeah, he's never even got a podium at the British Grand Prix, which is distressing. I think he was close to a podium in 2010, and then his team didn't attach his wheel properly, and it bounced off his car down the pit lane. I think that was the closest he came. He was fourth as well, and there was a chance he could have snagged the podium at the British Grand Prix. He's never won it though. So there's that. Football this weekend. Discovered that my beloved Liverpool Football Club for the rest of the season are going to be playing on Saturday. Saturday, 3 o'clock Saturday is the day when the vast majority of football happens in the United Kingdom. That's kick-off. The games that don't kick off at 3 p.m. on a Saturday do so in order to accommodate television. So there'll be a 12 o'clock kick-off on Saturday and a 5 o'clock kick-off on Saturday. There'll be possibly a 12 o'clock and a 3 o'clock kick-off on Sunday, and there'll be a 7:30 kick-off or an 8 o'clock kick-off on Monday. Those are the sort of the TV times. Liverpool aren't playing in a European competition, so there's no need to move them for any reason. But we're not playing a top side either. I think the highest side we're playing for the rest of the season is Southampton, who are like 8th or 9th at the moment, which is both good news and bad news. Normally it would be great news because it would mean we'd have a high chance of collecting wins, but this year we seem to be, as I've already discussed in one of the videos, the Robin Hood team of the English Premier League, in that we rob points from the rich teams and give them straight back to the poor teams, which is distressing as a Liverpool fan. I think you'll agree that yes, beating Arsenal, pummeling Arsenal, and then losing to Barnet the following weekend is not good. Beating Manchester City, but not beating Southampton, which is, yeah, crikey, yeah, we drew with Southampton. That was distressing. So, yes, in fact, Southampton, I think, we play Southampton in like 3 weeks' time. Let's just cut that to angle to stop us from rolling over. And let's get over. Oh, new speed limit. Ooh, another new speed limit. Let's drop to 7th gear just to get ourselves... Oh, a loan installment's gone out. So that will mean that we have paid 51 of our loan installments with 19 to go. Okay, used cars. Alright, come on then. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's boogaloo. Actually, it's quite funny, the Range Rover model that is in this game is now quite old. It's quite out of date. The Range Rover looks nothing like that anymore. We are driving through Ely. We've discovered Ely already. As you can see, the word Ely is in gold. So we've already been here. So actually, yeah, we're going through Ely, and then once we're at the other side of Ely, we head south again. So we're in Nevada. Off we go. you kidding me? Really? Okay. Come on, change, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's a bit worrying. Can you see the vandalism, or the posters or something? They're flickering in and out. Well, they were flickering in and out. I wonder if that's because my computer is struggling. It's a super fancy dandy amazing computer, but it's doing about 4 things at the moment. It's playing this game, it's uploading another video to YouTube, it's downloading updates to 3 other games on Steam, and it's running the software for the head tracking device, as well as recording the footage that you're watching now. I do hope the recording is okay. I might let this guy go because I do need to be in that lane. Because I'm about to turn right. I'm pretty sure I can turn right because nothing's coming. Yep, I can turn right because nothing's coming. It worked. Actually, let's not change up because I don't want to catch a speeding ticket. Ooh, look, an hour and 47 minutes to our destination, and oh, look at that, we've got 5 hours before we have to rest. We really have gained some time, which is good news. Oh, water. Glorious water. Alright, so, what else is going on in the world? Oh yes, Donald Trump's being an arsehole, but what's new? He fired millions of dollars worth of Tomahawk missiles at Syria, and yesterday he fired a Moab bomb, which is the largest non-nuclear weapon the Americans have in their arsenal. Moab, mother of all bombs. That's literally what Moab, that's the acronym, Moab, mother of all bombs. This thing has to put it into perspective, to show people what kind of devastation it would have, they superimposed the area in which it would impact over the very southern tip of Manhattan. It's, yes, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I mean, and why Afghanistan all of a sudden? Why are we suddenly attacking Afghanistan? He's a douchebag. The guy's an absolute douchebag. I won't be taking golfing holidays. I'll be too busy to go golfing, and he's pretty much going golfing every other weekend. He goes on holidays every weekend to one of his hotels just to, advertise a Trump hotel. Basically, everything he's doing is to enrich his bank balance. The guy's a douchebag. Oh, we can do 70. What's the matter with us? I wonder how long I've been doing that. Car zone. So we're on the I-93. Oh, just been overtaken by a yellow van. A little resemblance. I know the front's supposed to look like a Chevy, but the back kind of looks like a European Ford Transit. It's a bit weird. Very weird. Long straight roads. And so far we still have 0% damage. The 1% damage to the truck, to the tractor, will be things like wear and tear, tyres, that sort of thing. Oh, look at that. The reflection from the sun through the windows is hitting the concrete barrier. That's cool. That's super cool. Concrete is a reflective surface, but the earth isn't, so it's not I wonder if they are that clever, or they just know to do that. They've selected that concrete as a reflective surface. Right, I've just spotted my turn. Coastline mining is our drop-off point, and they're down here. Wow, we really are close. This is it. I still don't think that that games designers quite know how to do rocks. Rocks never look right. They never look right. They always look like a screen from Doom. Pioche discovered. Right, where are we going? Where are we parking it? Alright, we got back in. Alright. Slow and steady wins the race. So let's line it up. So actually I need to get it over, don't I? Yeah. It's not too wild though. Oh, no. Right, now we need to straighten out just a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go, right. Oh, hello. Just a bit more. And then there we go. That should do it. Bit more. There we go. That's it. So handbrake on, engine off. And let's see how we did. Of course we got an excellent, because why wouldn't we? We are an amazing American truck simulator. So we got an excellent report for delivering a Digger 1000 from Fresno to Pioche. We drove 489 miles, which isn't a great deal. It's a short journey today. It took us 10 hours and 11 minutes in game. and we consumed 83.2 gallons of fuel to do so, for which we got a base reward of $17,931 and 787 XP, proficiency bonus for level 16 of $2,868, a long distance delivery bonus for skill rank 4 of $1,733 and 196 XP. That's not a lot for skill rank 4. A high value cargo bonus for skill rank 6 of $5,199 and 141 XP. Okay, that's interesting. We got more money for 2 ranks higher, but less XP for 2 ranks higher. Interesting. And we got an urgent delivery bonus for skill rank 1 of $519 and 157 XP. Oh my god, skill rank 1 for urgent delivery bonus gets us 157 XP. But high value cargo bonus for skill rank 6 only gets us 141. Very interesting. They don't value high value in terms of experience. Anyway, we also got a 40 XP bonus for parking the trailer, all of which means that we got a grand total of $28,250 and 1,320 XP, 1,321 XP, sorry. So if we'd have done one of the longer but more valuable journeys that didn't take us to a new place, we might have been on the verge of, or actually have leveled up to level 17. But we are still a level 16 entrepreneur. The Stateside Royal Warrior now has a total experience of 31,544 XP, and we're still aiming at that magic 32,200 XP to level up to 17. Thank you very much for watching this with me. If this is a daylight, I do apologise, but thank you very much. Whether you watched a minute or whether you watched the whole video, thank you for watching, for being my co-pilot, as it were. And until I see you, before that, if you enjoyed this journey, please click that like button. It really does help. If you want to see more of these and don't want to miss out, then please click that subscribe button. If you know any friends who you think might be interested in these videos, feel free. You don't have to, but feel free to let them know. And until I see you in the next video, I'll see you on the road.